But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Let's go.
Get up on y'all. You gonna learn today.
Daddy, chill.
Call me Daddy.
We're rolling. We're back. 9 days. I was gone. On vacation. Was in Hawaii since last Thursday. So like 8 days. Place is amazing. First time ever going. Went to Oahu. Wifey just takes care of everything. It's the best thing about having a wife that just handles stuff. You got to find, I tell everyone, you just got to find yourself a Kelsey, man. She's just like, all I had to do was show up and pull my wallet out. You know, pay for the dinners, pay for the fun, pay for the toys, the gifts, all the trinkets the girls want. That's all they care about, these little trinket shops all over Hawaii. Oh, let's go to this one. Oh, look at this glass turtle. Look at this necklace. Just trinkets. We ended up having to buy an actual suitcase to check for all the stuff they ended up getting in Hawaii. Place is phenomenal. The food's amazing. The people are cool. The fruit, I don't know what it is, but the fruit tastes different. There's something in that fruit over there. Maybe it's just real. We're just so used to everything else over here just being processed. We did a luau. That was freaking cool. Even though I was sick for most of it. I had some sort of stomach bug. I don't know what was going on. Felt like I was going to throw up. Anyways, that was cool. Guy comes out with the flames, spinning that shit around. Swam with turtles. The first day we get there, Kelsey's like, we just spent all this day traveling. She's like, we got to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I said, fucking 6 a.m.? What are we doing? We just got here. Can we just sleep in, lay at the beach, go get an acai bowl? Can we just chill? It's like, no, we're getting up at 6. We got to be at the dock at 7. It's like, oh, fuck. All right. And I'm just grouchy in the morning. I need coffee. And I'm just like, not about it. I'm like, what are we doing? She's like, trust me. So we get on this boat with Sam and Ella, Captain Sam, and he takes us out. We're like the only boat on the water. And he takes us into this area. It's about 25, 30 feet deep of water. And there's just turtles everywhere. They're popping up. They're swimming down. They're swimming all over the place. He's like, all right, grab your gear. Get in the water. Had a little, Ella was out there with us, taking the girls and pointing out where the turtles are. And they just come up and take a breath, go back down for a few hours and just mob around. They're protected, so you can't be more than 10 feet from them. What was cool is I'm glad Kelsey planned that early because I'm talking to the captain. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. He's like, yeah, you guys did it right. He goes, you got to get on the 7 a.m. I was like, why is that? He goes, oh, by 10 a.m., 11 a.m., he's like, there's about 400 people out here, all snorkeling. I'm like, 400 people? Like, there's only 6 of us out here right now. There's nobody. He's like, yeah. He's like, trust me. He's like, when we start wrapping up to go, he's like, all these boats from the dock, they just all start just mobbing in. So that was cool. I ended up becoming real happy. I was like, all right, Kelsey. One, notch for the Kelsey. Dub for Kels. Then we went on this like raptor tour at this Kaluahaya fucking ranch. I don't know what it is. It's all about the Jurassic Park. They take you in the back. They just like take these Raptors. You get to drive them yourself. You mob on back into the hills. And then they show you where they filmed Jurassic Park. And then you realize that they filmed 60 seconds of the entire movie was filmed there. 1% of the film was shot there. That was pretty cool. Other stuff was shot there, like Kong, Skull Island, a couple other movies. It's pretty cool, just like mobbing around that little area in the Raptors, sightseeing, pictures. And then we went to the Alani, which is like the Disney resort. It's on the kind of like on the other side of the island. Place is sweet. The girls just had so much fun. It's just like, you know, the main goal here is just like, you want your kids to have a better life than you. Like, I never went to Hawaii, so like they'll remember this trip forever, and hopefully we could take them back again. It's not cheap. Hopefully they appreciated it. But it's hard when you're away and you have a business that's like still operating. Like, it's hard to separate yourself from it. You're sitting there wondering, like, how's everything going? Are the lives doing well? Are customers happy? You know, I'm constantly checking messages, making sure that there's nothing out of the ordinary going on. And it's like the first time you leave your kid at home by themselves. It's like that feeling. Like, kid's home alone. Hopefully nothing gets hopefully nothing gets all fucked up. But it was good. I tried not to be on my phone as much as possible. Kelsey knew the deal. She knew that, you know, business was going on, and, you know, I needed to take phone calls here and there. But it was a great trip. I highly recommend it. I hope we get to do it again. The only downside of the trip was flying. Can't stand flying. I just can't do it. Anxiety through the roof. One little bump, and I'm thinking, fuck's going on out there? I had one really bad experience flying, and ever since, the turbulence, I just can't do it. In fact, like, I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, yeah, when I get off the planes, when we finally land and we mosey on off the plane, my jaw hurts from like clenching my jaw and like grinding my teeth during the flights. I get so anxious. And the whole time Kelsey's like, oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, try to be in my brain right now, right? Little bumps here, bumps there. Hate flying. Also, I was away for Bowman Chrome release. Shout out to Trevor for holding down the fort on the lives. Trevor and Zach holding down the fort while I'm gone. Shout out to Tops. Bowman Chrome. Very well done. Very, very well done. I've taken some heat in the past for shitting on some products, for shitting on inserts. I can formally say that this is a very, very good product. It's reasonably priced. It's very deep with prospects, which could be good and a bad thing. We don't like too many prospects, but, you know, opens up the doors for who knows what can happen down the line with some of these players. The inserts are done pretty good. Pretty good. There's a couple that are still like, could do better on those. The Bowman Ascensions insert, case hit, the best they've done. The best they've done. The previous 4 years of the Bowman Ascensions, terrible designs. Just god-awful cards. This year, very good. Obviously, the case hits, the etched, the GPKs, the spotlights, the variations and the variation autos. Sweet. Sick cards. Love the design. I love the picture choice. Sometimes the pictures of these cards, you could do a little bit better. Very, very well done. They did the GPK autos this year, which is really cool. I think it adds a great touch to the hobby. It crosses over in different types of collectors. Very well done. I haven't been able to rip a lot of it. I just got back 2 days ago. So I haven't been able to rip a ton of it, but I will be ripping a bunch of it from here on out. A lot of exciting things in the hobby coming up. Obviously, the licensing for basketball will be making a switch over. So we'll be having Topps and Panini products being licensed for the next few months. That should be interesting. See what Topps can do with this. Football comes around the corner with the licensing. Really interested to see what Panini does once they lose it. Like, are they still going to come out with all these products but just unlicensed? They're still just going to keep pumping out Prism and Flawless and NT, and it's just going to be unlicensed products? Who knows? We don't know. We won't know till we know. I would really like, I think the best thing for the hobby is if they just both had the licensing. Just both make products that are licensed. Who cares? It'd be sweet. Give us some NT baseball that's licensed. Flawless baseball, licensed. Because I know, like, Topps, we have, like, the Dynasty and the Diamond Icons. Transcendent, like the bigger products. But they just don't carry the weight and desire as, like, the NT and the Flawless. And Prism. So it's going to be interesting. From October to January, apparently Panini has a 3-month window here to just pump out as much stuff as they possibly can. Which I think you're going to see an obscene amount of products being released in the next 3 months. Everything that's been in production, they're just going to push out the door. They're going to push out the door. We have not, we haven't talked about this, but because I've been gone. The quarterbacks, the rookie quarterbacks, the second year guys, not having a great start to the season. JJ's hurt, Jaden's hurt, Penix kind of looks a little shaky. Bo Nix is playing he's playing pretty good, not terrible. Caleb's like hit or miss. Drake May, hit or miss. Then you got resurgence from Mac Jones. You know, Brock Purdy goes down, Mac Jones comes out of nowhere, and now he's throwing for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, back-to-back games. It's like, was it the team? Was it the system? Or is it just like you're propositioning yourself to get on be in a starting position for another team next year? Like the Matt Flynn situation. If you guys remember Matt Flynn. Remember the Matt Flynn situation? Rodgers goes down. Flynn plays like 4 games at the end of the year. Goes off. Goes to Seattle. Signs a huge contract. They draft Russell Wilson. And Wilson just becomes a starter. You never hear or see Matt Flynn ever again. He took that money and he ran. A lot of quarterbacks getting hurt this year. A lot of injuries this year. The Niners are probably the most plagued team in football the last 3 seasons. They can't stay healthy. Their training staff must stink or whatever they're fucking doing in that building. Every game, it's a big name just going down. IR, out for week to week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Every fucking player. And they're still 3-0. They got an easy schedule, so I think they might be able to just struggle through in hopes that most of the guys are ready for the final stretch. Obviously, Bose is out for the year. Typical. Hopefully they can put it together. We'll see. There's a lot of really good teams that just seem 3 weeks in, they're just head and shoulders above everybody else. But every year, it's the same old thing. Everybody thinks, oh, this team's 3-0. This team's doing well. This team's unbeatable. This team, and then it just kind of, the field kind of plays itself out. And that's the next 5 weeks. We're really gonna get a feel for where these teams really are. Because after week 1, people, Falcons put on a pretty good game. They went and beat Minnesota. And then they get crushed. They don't even score a point against Carolina. There's so many teams like that where they look so good. And then they flop the next week. You know, the Packers losing to Cleveland. I mean, I know it's not easy to win in Cleveland, but really? Joe Flacco's like a fucking grandpa playing quarterback. It's crazy. I want to talk about something. So as you guys probably have known, I've been going through like this crazy like phase going on with my face. I know this is a super hard pivot, but I just want to get it off my chest. So the last like 4 years, I've been struggling. Pretty bad too. Like comes and goes. And I got treated for it about 4 years ago. And then kind of went away, kind of came back, got treated again, came back. And then I started talking with some holistic doctors and taking these like cleanses and doing all these ointments and treatments and topicals and drinks and fucking vitamins and pills and all these fucking different things. Seeing a facial specialist to figure out what the fuck's going on. Spent an obscene amount of money in the last 4 years, just like trying to figure it out. Finally went to a dermatologist, and which I've seen a dermatologist before, but they mistreated me. And they said they actually treated me for rosacea the first time. Actually, the first 2 times. And I finally went to a dermatologist out here in Las Vegas yesterday. And I'm actually going to be going on Accutane. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about it, heard a lot of bad things about it. There's some side effects. There's some side effects that, they're worrisome. They're pretty worrisome. But it's like I'm at my wit's end. You know, I've had people call me and say, don't go on Accutane. You know, there's these certain side effects that it's, not good for your mental health. And then I've had other people say, hey man, like I went on Accutane and it was the best thing for me. Like I was more mentally frustrated and I had a lot of anxiety and depression because of my face and the acne. So I don't know. It's just, I'm at the point where I'm just like, I just got to do it. I need This doctor told me, he's like, this is 100%. It's legitimately 100%. He's like, you're going to have side effects. He gave me the rundown of the side effects. He's like, but listen, man, it's 4 to 6 months. I'll clear you up. You'll be happy. Trust me. I'm like, all right. You know, I'm skeptical because, you know, I sometimes go, oh, well, you know, the doctor's probably getting a kickback for the medication. You know, he's pushing this, pushing that. But I'm just at the point where I'm just like, you know what? I got to try something because the holistic shit only gets me so far. And apparently my body produces more oil than most. That's the cause. The root cause is that my pores are more oily than most, and it builds up, and it's not getting rid of whatever's under my skin. So I'm just at my wit's end. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I got to do something. I can't keep just going down the same path of try this cleanse. Now try this. Now we're going to put you on these vitamins, and then we're going to do a gut detox, and then we're going to do, you know, the parasite cleanse, and then we're going to do these topicals. Try this moisturizer. You need to do this serum fucking 2 times a day. 2 pumps of this in your mouth in the morning. And I mean, I've literally done just about everything. If someone told me, hey, you need someone to piss on your face, I probably would have tried it. Because I'm just like, fuck, man. It's going to go away? Yeah, it's going to go away. Oh, fuck. Go for it. I've done cold plunges, face plunges, facials, deep extractions, all the stuff. The face peels suck, by the way. I don't recommend that if you got fucking great skin. That shit sucks. It's like, yeah, we're going to put this face acid on you're going to put acid on your face and it's going to peel the skin off. Yeah, no, I'm good. So I'm going to be dealing with that for the next 4 to 6 months. You may see me a little bit less on screen, but it's something I got to fucking handle. I got to take care of. It's so bad. It's embarrassing sometimes too. It sucks. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go be seen by anybody. It's like, it just sucks. It sucks for your mental psyche, your, like internally, you're just like, I just want to handle my shit and do my shit and just not be around anyone. And it changes your whole personality. I could tell my personality just in the last year has just completely changed. Which it's like I've kind of gone more into a shell in the sense around people, in person. I haven't been able to. I'm normally I like to be the center of attention and draw the attention of everyone in the room. And I've noticed I've kind of taken a step back from that and just kind of just been sort of present instead of fully involved. So I'm hoping this works. If anyone out there has any tips or insights, my wife's got all the stuff for the side effects and bullshit. She's got it all written down, a list of fucking all these things. Got to take this and we're going to do this and this and this. She does all that fucking research for me, so I don't have to. But anyways, got a big month coming up. We're supposed to be launching on Fanatics Live on October 1st, which is coming up real fast. We're trying to do something really special for the Fanatics Live release. Have a special guest coming in for a podcast interview type style rip with us while we're live streaming. And it's going to start branching out to all these other platforms and putting breakers on platforms. trying to give you guys the best value that we could put on the table, not just, oh, this is a new release. Like, everyone just rip it. I think that's where a lot of breakers go wrong, where it's just every single release is just, oh, we got to break it. Here's a release. It's like, no, some products suck. Some products stink. A lot of products are just not good for return. Or if you do get a part of those or get into breaks of those, just sell the cards immediately on those tier 3, tier 4 products. Don't get stuck with the card because you think like, oh, this is one of the top chases and it's an auto from this tier 3 product. Like, no, man, just get rid of it. Don't hold it. Don't be dumb. Sell it. Bowman Chrome is a tier 1 product. And I'm telling all these guys, take advantage. First to market. Sell the cards. Take advantage of the impulse buyers early. The guys who are super hyped right now. Everyone's hyped up on Joshua from the Giants and Salas from the Marlins and Rodriguez and Pena. Take advantage of it now. Because most likely those guys aren't going to be the guy. It's going to be someone that flies under the radar, that nobody really talks about, comes out of nowhere, gets to the bigs, and the cards that we're selling for $20 a year and a half later are doing $200, $300. That's where you got to take advantage. No one cared about Cal Raleigh. No one cared. And now he's hit 60 home runs in a season? And his cards have 100x'd in the last 6 months? So just be very aware, and you have to be smart with Bowman, but you also have to be patient. You have to be patient. If you hit an auto of a kid that's 17 years old and he's a shortstop, but he's not very touted, just grade it and hold it. Just hold it. If it's the guys that everybody wants and everyone's willing to overpay early, sell it. Get rid of it. Make your money. Don't get stuck with the bag. And don't get greedy either. That's the problem with some people. Oh, I hit the superfractor auto. Oh my God, it's got to be 10 grand. Someone offers you 8. No, 10 grand. 2 weeks later, you're selling it for $6,500. Take advantage of the market. Take advantage of the hype. Take advantage of the impulse buyers who are out there who they're just swallowing up all the cards for certain players, banking on that one player. Don't ever bank on one player. Spread it out a little bit. Spread it out. Shortstops, outfielders. Shortstops, outfielders. Outside of that, I got nothing, man. I'm going back to the office. I'm going right back to work, sorting, shipping, packaging, live, ripping, doing it all. If you guys are ever in Vegas, hit us up. Come by the office. Come say hi. Shout out to Memi. Memi was in the building last night with us. He's in Vegas for the Bama Georgia game. He got me this swag. He brought me fucking free merch. I'm a fucking Michigan fan wearing a Bama shirt. It doesn't make sense, but when someone comes into town and he says Roll Tide and he brings you merch, you fucking wear it. Don't care who you are. Do the right thing. See you guys later.